Gutsverwaltung Schönfelder Hochland farms 2,200 hectares just outside of Dresden. As promised, in part 2, we're taking you with us to see the cereal harvest. We're in the last week of July, 2024. The harvest work on the farm is already well underway. The team have just a few days of wheat threshing left and the rest of the canola to harvest. The two Claas Lexions are 5 and 7 years old, but they still get the job done. Now cleaned and with their tanks filled, the harvesters are ready to get to work. Farm owner Mauritz Grundherr talks his team through the plan for the day. There are 10 employees and seasonal workers on duty to take care of the harvesting and the soil cultivation and sowing that is happening at the same time. Rain is forecast for the evening, so let's get going. Winter wheat is the cereal most commonly grown by farmers in the Loess soil region in Saxony. This area, which is characterized by its incredibly fertile soils, stretches along the River Elbe around Dresden. Wheat is also the most important crop in Gutsverwaltung Schönfelder Hochland's crop rotation. Out of the 1,600 hectares of arable land that they farm, 580 hectares is dedicated to this cereal. Mauritz Grundherr studied agricultural sciences and took over Gutsverwaltung Schönfelder Hochland in 2023. We introduced you to him during the first video about this farm, which we've linked in the video description. During harvests, Mauritz is either out with a combine himself or busy coordinating the work around the farm, like he's doing today. While there are several agricultural contractors in the region around Dresden, it can be difficult to find someone to take care of the straw or hay collection. The farm has over 100 animals that consume a few hundred bales of hay and straw every year. However, it doesn't make financial sense for the farm to purchase a round or square baler. As such, they hire machines to use. The Xerion 4000 focuses on the stubble cultivation. The tractor has already clocked up 5,000 operating hours, but will probably still stay with the farm a little while longer. In this field, the wheat stubble is being cultivated at a shallow depth of 3 to 5 centimeters. The aim here is to evenly work in the harvest residues and distribute the straw as best as possible. To do this, the tractor drives at a 45-degree angle to the track left by the combine harvester. The cultivator's full surface cut is important here, as it helps get rid of root-spreading weeds. The farm uses a circling vector to take care of the deeper soil cultivation after maize has been grown, for example. The Horsch cultivator is only used after wheat if canola is to be sown in the same field afterwards. If the farm plans on planting a cover crop, the stubble cultivation is skipped entirely, and a Horsch focus is used to sow seeds directly in the stubble. After wheat, a cover crop can be sown everywhere where maize will be planted as a subsequent crop in the next season. The farm created the seed mix they use themselves, and it contains sunflowers and phacelia, as well as several other crops. These plant genera usually manage to sufficiently outgrow the volunteer wheat. In the first film about the farm, we reported on the different measures that they've implemented to encourage biodiversity. Mauritz is very dedicated to improving biodiversity on the farm and works with farmers from other regions in Germany by taking part in initiatives like the Napa project. Around 50 hectares of agricultural land on the farm has been taken out of production in the medium or long term and is now used to grow hedges, and cultivate other flowering and green areas. He has even created beetle banks, 6-meter-wide strips of land left uncultivated that serve as a habitat for wild animals, birds and insects. In addition to encouraging biodiversity, this approach can also help to prevent wind and water erosion. In the meantime, the combine has finished working on one area and is heading off to the next field. Wherever possible, the headers are left attached in order to save time. Sometimes the solutions are a little unconventional. The order that the fields are harvested in is based on the sowing time. To organise the harvest work as efficiently as possible and to make sure that the combines are not constantly criss-crossing the farm to get to different fields, the crops are grown in blocks of 80 to 100 hectares. The extinguishing system on the front of the Claas tractor means that the team can intervene quickly in the event of a fire. In the last 10 years, 2 combines on the farm have fallen victim to flames while taking care of the harvesting work. The extinguishing system can also be used for street cleaning. The harvesting machine has to take care of over 200 fields. The biggest measures 80 hectares and the smallest less than 1 hectare. The slopes along the River Elbe are generally very good for arable farming, but the average yields can vary massively from field to field. With wheat, the average yields can vary from 6 tons on the poorer fields to 11 tons on the best fields. This is why the possible yield potential is used as a basis for decision-making when field work is carried out on the farm. The grain losses on the combines are checked once a day. Grain cups are usually used for this. Behind the combine, the husks are removed from the harvest residues, and then so is the straw and chaff. The grains found should make up less than 1% of the total yield. The grain is transported away with 2 wagons. The towing machines from Mercedes-Benz both have all-wheel drive, and one of them is equipped with agricultural tyres. Every delivery to the farmyard is weighed as incoming goods and documented in the weighing book for each field. At this point, a sample is also taken to determine the moisture content of the harvested crops. The data is later transferred manually and checked again for plausibility. Strictly speaking, Gutsverwaltung Schönfelder Hochland lies within the city area of Dresden. A large part of the wheat that they harvest is delivered to the Dresden mill, and the flour that it is used to make is probably processed in the many bakeries in the city. Likewise, the majority of the canola that is harvested is transported to an oil mill, which is just 50 kilometers away. Luckily, the farm's fields were spared the predicted thunderstorms today, and the threshing work continues into the late evening. We would like to take this opportunity to thank the Gutsverwaltung Schönfelder Hochland team for allowing us to film them. If you want to find out more about the farm or the training opportunities that they offer, then take a look at their website or Instagram page. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel.